So this time I'm reacting to a video called Ranking Women by Their Dating Profiles, Girls versus Guys. I think it's gonna be the girls. I don't know if they're both gonna be showing their dating profile and then the other side chooses or decides who's better, who's worse. So we'll see what happens. Should be interesting again. Yeah, let's get right into it.
If you had to rank yourself...
All right, so let's take a look at the girls. We have Monica, Molly, Gloria, Grace, and Christine. All right, good little variety as always. Yeah, it's really nothing too special to say about them. They all look, they all look kind of average. I was gonna say heavy set, but I'm like, that's mean. They're not fat. They don't look that fat. Maybe the one in the middle, but yeah.
Against others based on a specific trait, what would it say about how you see them and how they see you? To find out, we brought together 5 women and had them...
Ah, see, I knew it. They look... I guess there's just too much of a close-up on their face. But no, they all look fine.
Rank each other
I like
based
it.
on their
They get a thumbs up.
dating profiles. Then...
Alright, so then you got the guys.
Them based on
I got nothing to say about them, of course.
and how dateable their profiles looked. This is ranking.
Let me introduce you to my
Alright, so let's take a look at her.
alter ego. This is a picture of me on set. I'm like full glam, like I don't normally look like this. I'm a content creator, I also am a model, and that's like a big dream of mine. Gotta let them know I have some friends. And then my life behind the scenes is a little BTS video that I made from one of my photo shoots.
A little booty too.
A little booty,
Yeah.
just a little bit, you know?
All right, my app of choice is Tinder because I love this super
Okay, so she thinks like me.
me and therefore pursue the conversation. So my first picture is a picture of myself eating because I,
She's a foodie. Okay.
and then I have a picture of me with lights because I'll light up your world. A picture of me in this like really risque outfit because sometimes I like to put on a little show for people. I got a little too tipsy and tried to steal a cheeseburger. So I just want to let them know.
What the fuck? I gotta, you got an advertising of yourself. I'm really getting the hint that she's into food. Like, that's all I can tell, which is funny because I'm like, here's me eating like a taco, and then here's me stuffing a burger in my purse. I'm like, okay. If I'm going just off the dating profile, I would be a little turned off.
Know that even if I'm drunk, I'll still take care of them. And then my bio says, do you have back?
Let's see, back pain, headache. Let's see, do you have back pain, headache, stomach aches? It's probably because you're bending over backwards, stressing over someone who isn't feeding you. Something about her in food right now. Like, that seems to, I don't think she wants a man. I think she wants a sandwich.
Pain, headaches, stomach aches is probably because you're bending over backwards and stressing over someone who isn't feeding you right. Now with the new improved Gloria, you can feel at ease again.
Very interesting. Yeah, that was such a
Right, that's clever. Like, oh, she's advertising herself like a product.
I'd be like, what picture is next? Okay. Normal, regular picture, not worse. But I feel like this is in general what I look like. And then this is my dog, Paisley. Guess the backstory of this photo. I just turned 24 on the
They're all dressed like pickles. I don't know what to make of that.
3rd, and I had all my friends dress up as pickles for medieval times. Lots of people took pictures with us. We're the same type of weird if, as a kid, you also collected rocks, and when they would break/crack, you held funerals for them in your backyard.
My app of choice is Bumble because
Okay, I think Bumble, isn't that the one? And guys, tell me in the comments, this isn't shameless, like, hey, get my engagement up. But tell me in the comments, is Bumble the app that, where the guys pick the girls? I think that's what it is. But if not, tell me it's not too. Just say something, please. I'm lonely.
like to throw out like my little pickup line. If you had to choose, what kitchen utensil would you be? And then they'll be like, oh, a spatula? I don't know, like what about you? And be like, I wanna be a little spoon. So my first photo is just kind of just a photo of me. It's not my best photo, it's not my worst photo.
Good strategy.
Yeah, I kind of look a little mean, but I say I have a resting face. But I promise I don't bite unless you want me to.
All right, I'm getting more into it. She started off normal, and now I'm like, oh, okay, she's about that. All right, I like.
The eyeballs, and then so that they can scroll down.
Okay, so this is me on Hinge. I don't smoke, drink, or do anything, so people usually like, she's boring from here on out. But I like to have fun, I swear.
That's all right. She doesn't have any vices. You know, that's a good thing. Be proud of yourself.
I want someone who is passionately pursuing their purpose in life. Relationships come and go, but what motivates you to wake up every day will always remain. I put that because I feel like sometimes I meet guys and they're like, oh, I just like money or drugs, or like, I'm like, okay, but like what else? And then this picture was from Halloween. It's actually a trap because it's just like a lot of booty meat out, and if they like that picture first, I'm like, I automatically don't want to talk to you.
That doesn't make any sense. I was like, if you like this picture first, I won't like should curve them, but I'm just like, then why put it up? It's because I don't know. That's contradictory. I was like, you know what's gonna, you put it there to grab people's attention, but if they like it, you're like, I got you. And then I don't know. It seems like, I don't know. It seems like she's thirst trapping. Yeah, I'm not falling for it. Yeah, you think it's slick.
I'm gonna go ahead and put me.
So we're gonna have the girls rank themselves now and see what they like the most and the least. I'm gonna give my opinion on it, and I'm gonna be very, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna be very sexist here, and you know, because I don't really care what their dating profile says. I'm a very visual creature, so I'm gonna put the girl in the, you can see my cursor probably. I'm gonna put the girl in the second left at the most attractive. Girl right here in the middle is gonna be second. Asian girl to the right's third. And I mean, I guess these two can kind of place themselves in whatever order. But I'm gonna put the girl, the Latina, at fourth, and then her at fifth. So that's my order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Because I know I'm like just a walking red flag.
I might go for the last spot just because I feel like my profile is like kind of basic, and also like Hinge gives you a lot of prompts to like actually really showcase yourself, and I feel like with Bumble, like it just doesn't have that. And so I'm gonna put my.
I'm gonna reserve this one for me, but
No. So I'm gonna put me right here.
I want to put
They're
my
all
phone
arguing
down
for
in
one.
the fourth spot because I feel like you don't know that much about me from my page.
I think a dating profile, the point is to give like a little bit, and then they can message you, and you guys figure each other out. So I think you have a pretty good profile, and it shows like you're creative as well.
I think she's trying to be nice because that doesn't make any sense. I think the point of a dating profile is to give absolutely nothing, and then they reach out to you to find out the rest. It's like, if the case was to give little, then why have a profile?
But then you also need to go further up because you have a lot of conversation starters. Like, what are you putting in your purse?
Yes, I do.
Why are you rapping?
All right.
Cool.
Okay.
A switch right here. Molly, you had such good like conversation starters. It shows like that you've traveled so much, and it's just like a lot of your personality in your profile.
I remember things about your profile. Like, I think you should definitely be up here. Well, how are you?
Really?
Maybe I'm gonna move myself.
All right, so I mean, for the most part, they're being objective about it. They're actually basing it off of their profiles and like their beliefs on like what's a good advertisement for yourself. So I can't really, hate them for that. That makes sense.
Why? At least I love yours. I'm gonna move yours up.
She's traveled a lot. She's got a lot to share. Your page is fun and it's exciting, and I am enticed to go on a date with you. So that's why I think you should be number 1.
Aw. Okay.
All right, so this is their final ranking. I mean, I told you my ranking was literally based off of how they appeared, because that's how I would, approach them. I'd be like, if I had to pick a profile, it goes off of which one I think looks the best. But I mean, I guess what they said makes sense, right? They're going off of how the profile actually was. So yeah, there you go. All right, now we got the guys, and they're gonna, I guess, view the profiles and make their decision on who they think has the best. I think they're gonna be very much not interested in like the profile like itself, like the actual semantics of how to organize the profile. I think they're just gonna go off of looks.
Monica. Okay, so is she a model?
I'd like to see her in a natural environment.
I like to see her, by herself. Well, with less clothes.
Grace, 23.
So look, I respect the honesty.
What do you guys think when people put their zodiac signs on the dating app?
Ooh, I'll answer that question. I think it's pointless.
Okay, Gloria. So here's my thing, right, guys? Tinder.
She likes food.
First response, honesty.
Hold on.
Okay, Gloria.
Go back real quick, see what he actually said.
So here's my thing, right, guys? Tinder. First response, honesty.
Respectfully, it's a little more short term, okay? Whoa. Okay.
She a thief?
They're all having like the same reaction. They're like, look at what's she doing?
Next is Molly. Dating me will look like. What does that mean?
It's
Dating me will look like,
It
and
would
then
look like her.
oh, her. Okay, that's travel story.
Getting stranded on a nude beach in Mexico when the boat ran out of gas.
I need somebody that, like, if there's a problem, I need a solution.
Guess the backstory of this photo.
Okay, that looks fun.
Cucumbers?
I didn't see her face very much. Give me a nice, well-framed headshot.
Kristen.
That's a lovely first photo.
Yeah. Smile. I can see enough. We've got an outfit. Exactly.
Key to my heart.
The Instagram.
What's it say? Oh, okay. They're like, oh, she put her Insta in there. She's just looking for followers. That makes sense. But I'm like, a lot of girls tend to do that. I kind of always just go in there with like the idea that most of these girls just kind of want people to look at them, but they don't really want to date anybody.
Not a far away pic.
Pretty far away.
Happy
Halloween costume.
What is it? What is the costume?
It just says hot
girl? It's like a hood. Word.
Like a Hooters?
I didn't even catch on to that, but they're like, what's the costume? She says this is a Halloween photo, but she's literally just showing off her thigh meat.
Personally, Monica was the best. She had a lot of different looks.
Hey, she was my top pick too.
See, she seems
keep
cool,
it right
right?
here for now.
She seems cool, but it's a Tinder. Like we're looking for dateable.
So you're saying everybody on Tinder can't be dateable?
Well, here's the thing. You can find someone like, a very lucky person. But we all know it's a numbers game. Guys are just swiping.
See, he knows what's going on here.
She's got a great, diverse portfolio. I'd say top 3.
But she does a lot of things.
Was she in my top 3? I can't remember.
Too, right? The Instagram. She has an Instagram bio, but she says relationships come and go, but what motivates you to wake up every day will always remain. So, does that mean she's looking for something serious?
There's faraway pics. It's kind of boring. I'm gonna say it.
Man, you know what's funny? I swear to God, if this ends up the exact same thing I picked, then I. All I can say is, you know what? Like, they can pretend they're picking it off a profile, but I think I know what's really going on.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, they moved her. Man, they moved her down. I think she was my 3.
Spontaneous girl.
See, okay, but that pickle thing, that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
I've never seen a pickle that shade of green. And are they avocados?
So now we get to see what the results were.
Grace, Kristen, Gloria, Molly, Monica.
Okay. I mean, I had the top 2. I think Gloria is actually at my 4. Actually, I think basically Grace should be 3, and then the rest just move back. So I would have put it. I guess they were objective to in a sense and said like Grace's was boring, which she had a good beach photo.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Questions? What was your guys' order?
What was the reason for switching? Yeah.
Wait, what did you guys put? Or can you guys, if you guys could stand in the order that...
I think I was 3rd.
Like, is this number 1?
So one's us.
Okay. I have a question for you.
Of course.
How did you guys define dateability?
Okay, so for example, collectively, we said that, I think you put don't know yet. So you're not sure what you really want. So it's like, why commit to someone who's not sure what they want?
I didn't think guys were gonna place that much emphasis on like my little don't know yet tag. It's just because I actually don't know what I'm looking for. It makes me think more about if I had changed it, would I have better matches?
I think she's feeling a little bit self-conscious because she's like, damn, I rank last with the girls and the guys.
Our definitions of dateability were totally different. And then we also thought that you guys weren't going to care about which dating app.
Oh, well,
It's kind of like, it's a small glimpse into like the privileges that certain, male and females have with dating apps. Like I say, a lot of girls just based on what I know, girls definitely get a lot more matches on any dating platform than guys. So it's like, to them it wouldn't matter, but I think you gotta be a little bit more, you gotta think a little bit more with guys. If like you're trying to actually find a date, it's like, okay, because there's a lot of like, what's gonna give me the best rate of return and shit like that. Where girls are like, well, everything gives a rate of return, so it doesn't really matter. So that makes sense.
Instagram bio in there. What, can I ask why?
It's easy because people don't think I'm real, and I'm like, oh, here's my boy.
Because usually from a guy's end, we usually think either they're just trying to get like followers, or it's like, I've seen a lot, like in the bio, it's like, never on here, DM me on Instagram. And gone.
Wait, I have a question. What apps do you guys use for a relationship?
Hinge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If I'm looking for a relationship, should I get off of Tinder?
Really?
All right, so final thoughts on the video. I'd say it's decent, all right. Nothing crazy really to report. For the most part, it seemed like the guys, were a little bit objective in how they picked, what the results were. But I thought it was just gonna be, they're gonna pick it based off of attraction alone, because that's kind of what I did. But it makes sense that they kind of equated what the girl's saying in the profile, because it was attraction and a little bit of how she presented herself. Because if she presented herself as somebody that more or less not be serious, it would be a waste of time. So I think that's why the one girl got kicked to the last part, or got kicked to the end. But I feel like if she had a more approachable presentation, then she definitely would have ranked higher. I think that played a factor in it. I don't really know how the girls ranked each other, to be honest. I guess they went by the same metric, where it's just like how, but I feel like they think differently naturally than how guys would, in terms of what you would look for on a dating profile. So that's why I can't 100% be sure how they rated it. Seems like their some things matched up, where the girls that had a very not presentable profile got put to the end, and then I think the beginning was different, because like I said, I don't think they put attraction as a factor into it like the guys did, which I think that's why the first two were different, but then like the end was the same. So actually, I think that, like, to sum it all up, what I'm trying to say is guys used attraction and profile to kind of rank it, where girls, I think, simply use profile. So that's why I think the people that ranked at the end kind of matched up more than the beginning, because albeit even if like the top three girls had like very good profiles, and like the differences in how good they were like very minuscule, the guys would immediately just be like, okay, they're all about the same, who looks better, whereas the girls would like use very tiny differences to make like how they would pretty much to adjust how they choose their like 1 and 2. So yeah, I thought a lot about that apparently. Other than that though, good video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Gonna do more of these, and hopefully get some more gaming stuff out there too. Peace and have a good day.
Thank you.